as you know, the FBI recently arrested, I think it was 6 people, for ostensibly trying to go to Syria to join ISIS. And I, to be honest with you, have not looked into that case. The first thing I think of now when I hear that the FBI has arrested aspirational terrorists or aspirational foreign fighters is I wonder how they got their FBI agent to infiltrate this group of people to convince them they should all go to Syria. And after months and months and months, they say, yeah, okay, I'll go. And then they round everybody up and arrest them. That's the first thing I think of. I haven't read the details about this. I would be shocked if that doesn't turn out to be that. Every FBI foiled plot over the past 10 years has been, these guys were planning to take over the United States of America. And then it turns out like their big plan was like, we can't move forward until we get boots and uniforms for the 7 of us. Be that as it may, on Fox News, they take this very seriously. In fact, in Fox News' mind, this is an epidemic that is sweeping throughout the country. Remember, we have 300 million people in this country. And we've now heard the story of 6 guys who couldn't figure out a way to get a passport to leave the country to go fight for ISIS. I can't do the percentage on that. Here is Elizabeth Hasselbeck talking to Dr. Keith Ablow, who is supposedly a psychiatrist, and explaining why so many American teens are going to try and join up with ISIS.
When we debranded America, and don't forget this president took away the American brand, when we took away the notion of what it meant to be American, for some number of people we took away a part of them, a sense of patriotism, forward momentum, and they are going to find it elsewhere. Our brand is being diluted systematically, methodically, I would say, by this president.
Can we get it back? Psychologically, can we get anyone back who has turned toward ISIS?
What did Ronald Reagan do? He rebranded America as itself. It was genius, right? We know who we are. We need to remind ourselves. And we need to have an answer as to what is it that we're going to offer people as to their national identity so they can grasp that and not feel like they need to go elsewhere. Part of this equation. The other is you can case find these people because they are lost.
Dr. Keith Ablow, thanks. That's great insight into really culpability when it comes to why the purpose is gone from so many joining ISIS now. Thank you.
Yeah, great insight. Seem to recall there was an American Taliban fighter. Do you remember him? John Lynn, I think it was, during the Bush administration. And there were also people who wanted to attack America if they had boots and pants during the Bush administration. What happened during the branding during that time?
That's such a weird way to put it. The American brand, like it's really weird. We've built quite a great brand here.
President Obama says America's not number one. I'm going to go fight with ISIS then.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a brand
to
issue.
be honest with you, for me, like if 5 years ago, I would say football, cheerleaders, go to a good state school. But, just sort of like watching him apologize for America.
Let me tell you something.
It just toxified. It's
Whenever I see an apple pie now, my first thought is, I got to get to Syria.
Exactly.
It's just like...
Syria's done a great job at branding themselves as the apple pie region.
I mean, maybe years ago buying Reebok was cool, like in the 80s, but like today it's unacceptable. Similarly, America, not cool anymore. It's
America's
just
got to be
toxic
more
brand.
like Nike now. That's a strong brand.
It's got to be like Under Armour.
All right, let's go.
I feel so bad for anybody that did therapy with Keith Ablow.
Oh my God.
Because could you imagine if you actually did therapy with him and you got progress, maybe, you know, in like the 90s or something, and now you see him on TV and you're like, everything that I did with that guy
Is a
cannot
lie.
be credible.
That's right. It's a lie. Yeah. It's like being married to someone for 35 years and finding out like they're a Russian spy.
Exactly.